6:44 and time for News to Go. We have a look at today's top news stories, your traffic and your weather, all before you head out the door.
We're beginning with a busy week for back to school season. Some students across our area are starting their first day of school this morning. Today, doors will open for students in Cherokee and Polk counties. Tomorrow, Greenville County and Rutherford County schools welcome students. And Wednesday, Henderson County classes will be back in session. If you live in those anticipated areas, anticipate more traffic and give yourself extra time to get to where you need to be.
And today in North Carolina, Waynesville Police Department's hosting a giveaway of 300 backpacks and other school supplies. That's a drive-through event in the Tractor Supply parking lot on Paragon Parkway in Clyde. You can pick up the items this evening from 5 to 7 o'clock while supplies last.
And if your kids are headed back to school, now's a good time to start getting their sleep schedule back on track.
I know it's still summertime and we don't want to think about school starting again yet, but it's time to start preparing so you're set up for success when school does start. It's best to go nice and easy, slow and steady when you're building up that sleep pattern.
Doctors recommend figuring out how many hours of sleep children need and then factoring in what time they have to get up in the morning. For example, if they require about 9 hours of sleep and have to be up by 7 a.m. for school, their bedtime would be around 10 p.m. Doctors add good quality sleep isn't just important for school, but for your child's overall health. It can impact everything from their mood to their immune system.
Turning to Dark Amendment 2026 coverage, polls open in about 24 hours for the special Republican primary election for U.S. Senate in South Carolina. You can vote from 7 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night, and those who voted in the Republican primary or did not vote at all are eligible to vote in this primary. Absentee ballots were mailed last Friday, and those will need to be received no later than 7 p.m. tomorrow. Also, remember, bring your photo ID. To see your ballot, you can visit scvotes.gov.
Some of the voting locations for tomorrow's election may be different than what you're used to. In Lawrence County, Ford Elementary and Hickory Tavern School will not be able to serve as polling locations. If you typically vote at Ford Elementary, the updated precinct will be the Ridge of Lawrence. And for Hickory Tavern, you'll go to Chestnut Ridge Baptist Church. In Greenwood County, 11 polling stations have now temporarily moved. These changes will apply for the special primary and runoff if needed. And several locations in Greenville County have also changed. Again, find your location on scvotes.gov.
And let's take a look at the names on the special primary ballot. The 10 candidates include Duke Buckner, Danny Lee Ford, Congressman Russell Fry, Senator Darlene Graham, Mark Lynch, Mark McBride, Congressman Ralph Norman, Glenda Gale Parker, former Governor Mark Sanford, and Samuel Shepard. The winner of the nomination will face off against Dr. Annie Andrews, who's the Democratic nominee. WYFF News 4's digital team put together a voter's guide, and you can find that on WYFF4.com, also on the WYFF4 mobile app.
In Project Community, there's $2 million left before the Salvation Army can proceed with its campus expansion project in Greenville.
The organization plans to add more than 50 additional beds and provide more space for family housing. Our Naomi Popa joins us live at the Salvation Army in Greenville.
Naomi, why is this money needed now?
Yeah, Aaron, Destiny, this push is very, very important because that deadline quickly approaches October 1st. And if that funding source isn't allocated or even found yet from the community, then what's going to happen is the resources and supplies will go up, making this project even more costly. Take a look on your screen now. That's the condition of the property here in Greenville, the campus off Rutherford Street. It has 90 beds, an emergency shelter with men and women and children buildings, and family housing units. The concern is that buildings are decades old. According to Major Harris, the buildings are in a terrible state of repair. Don't be confused, though. They are clean and well taken care of. They just need upgraded plumbing, electrical, and overall condition repairs to ensure they can continue fulfilling their purpose for years to come. Major Mike Harris says donations have been coming in since they began funding for the project in 2022, but they still remain $2 million short before the deadline. The new expansion will provide 53 more beds and additional family housing units as well.
And it's not the stereotype. It's not, oh, we got stuck on addiction or mental health. No, these are people who faced genuine situations in life that made it difficult. But we're helping them get on their feet, whether it be through a job, whether it's through be helping someone who's bereaving, or in the case of the lady at the shelter, very possibly giving her a bed to stay in and to die in.
On your screen now are the renderings of what the facility can look like if they secure that funding. It will be a 45,000 square foot center, and it costs $17.5 million. The number of beds it will provide, 50 more than what they currently can provide for the community. Now, if this funding is received and ready to go, the building will be built right here off Rutherford Street, and the remaining buildings that you can see kind of behind me, the men's shelter, women and children's center to my right, will be torn down for a parking lot and green space. That's all right here off Rutherford Street and Granville County. Live here in Greenville, I'm Naomi Popa, WYFF News 4.
All right, it's definitely a warmer start to our day right now across the area. Temperatures in the 70s. We're at 73 degrees in Greenville, 70 in Spartanburg, definitely foggy towards Asheville at 68 degrees, 71 towards Anderson. Clear skies in the forecast for most of us, but still seeing some fog towards western North Carolina. So just keep that in mind on that morning commute. As we go throughout the day, we do start to see a couple storms develop, mainly past about 2 o'clock. Isolated, though, for your Monday, not expecting too much. Temperature-wise, though, we're going to want some rain. Feel like temperatures are back near 100 degrees today. That does continue to rise through the week. 9 p.m. for tonight on your Monday, leftover lingering showers here or there. Then by Tuesday, I did increase rain chances throughout Tuesday afternoon. We start off dry for those bus rides throughout the morning. And then as we go through the afternoon, evening hours, we do start to see storms develop, fairly scattered across the area. Kind of the same pattern we've seen throughout this entire week. That clears out. Wednesday's dry, and the feel like temperatures hit 105. I'll go over more details and show you my 4-day plus one more time here in a couple minutes. Yeah.
Hey, well, we are tracking that slowdown as we head into our 7 o'clock hours, particularly in those 85 northbound lanes. We're taking a live look over at Pelham right now, and as you can see, I mean, it's starting to stack up a little bit in the southbound lanes too. We can expect that, but northbound, a little heavier traffic volume. And as we turn to our map, we'll see that in just 1 second. Other areas of hot spots, I'm starting to see a little bit of backup along 25, also 123. I do know that there is some construction going on. It's been going on for quite some time in that area. So maybe it's just folks coming out to work, maybe heading into school, and so you're starting to see a little bit of slowdown. But check that out. There's that northbound slowdown that I was talking about, heading from Greenville up towards Spartanburg. Rest of the area is looking pretty okay, though. Rest of those travel times also following suit. 2685, 385 in the green. I'm also tracking overnight road closures happening in West Asheville. The North Carolina Department of Transportation says a portion of Haywood Road will be repaved and painted. Crews will work from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. Sunday through Thursday nights, with none of that work happening on Friday or Saturdays. DOT leaders say the repairs will also improve bicycle and pedestrian safety on Haywood Road by creating clearer road signs and bike lanes. DOT crews say you should be aware of any signs or workers when driving through the area.